Test. Do. Okay, I hear myself. Testing, testing. 1 1. Extra fun. How's that, guys? Working now. Thanks. So I basically just said, I'll say it again. Thank you guys for bearing with me. That shows that you are true people to be tuning into a safe space because, we're all going through crap. The world's going through crap. I just got out of the hospital, trying to set this up for you guys. Dang it. Now the telegram's going crazy because I had that on. Shut up. So, yeah, Saturday safe space. Welcome, you guys, joining in. Got homie pay me an XRP. I know he's got a bag. Yeah, in a minute I'll go get my bag and show you guys. I got a bag, man, bag. Pretty proud of that. Got EC joining in. What's going on, EC? Appreciate the love, man. When I was in the hospital, EC was thanks, Bob. I appreciate that. Ishi. EC called me when I was in the hospital, and was wishing me well, and also DJ Jazzy hit me up, and that was nice. Hey, Monica, how's it going? So appreciate everyone tuning in. Appreciate everyone helping me with the sound and letting me know. Things don't always run smoothly on this StreamYard app, and it's like not even your fault. Like, I don't know why I couldn't add a video. If you can see now, I wanted to use the new backdrop I made, but it won't put my video screen in. It's just a blank whatever. So got to figure out that. Got a couple bugs going on. Bugs going around. My hospital stay was weird. It was weird. They ask you the question, and I'm like, no. And then after a while, then they want to, cram something in there, and it's like after one little swoop, I'm like, all right, I'm good, and I back up, and they're like, I don't know if that's good enough. It's like shit. I feel like that is just a way of them dominating. I don't know. I'm losing faith in a lot of institutions. I don't know. I'm going to go there, but you have to advocate. You have to advocate for your own health, you know? So yeah, I'm going to drop the link in. I'm just going to I'm pulling up a Twitter right now just for for me to like talk about. I could ramble on. There's the link, I think. Is everything smoothly running? What happened? Working now. Good. We can hear now. Okay. Right on. So yeah, we're chilling. Saturday Safe Space. This is a place XRP as well. Um, if you want to come in and talk about other coins, that's fine. Everyone's welcome. Like the main thing for me is let's just be respectful of each other, and each other's opinions. Try not to argue, uh, and like have conversational etiquette, like I put in the first one that I screwed up on. So if you're talking and someone asks you a question, let the person that asked the question answer before jumping in. Like a lot of you guys do that every time. I'm like, what the fuck? But I know sometimes if you don't say something and you can't get it out, you forget it. And we were like, I got a problem with that. I'm always like, just gotta say it or I won't remember it. So, so yeah, I don't know. Lots of crap going on. I saw you guys were talking about something going on in China. I don't even pay attention to like the news, man. It's like I don't get it. It's like I don't even watch it that much. Like maybe once in a while on Xbox, I might watch something. But yeah, so things are looking great, though. I mean, everything is down. Everything that we've all been watching and waiting for, it's literally happening right now. Like everything is crashing and all the ISO coins are going up. It's like, come on. It's like I'm in the hospital and I'm sitting there watching this pump and I'm like, man, I know we got EC joining in. So I'm like, man, I know that I would, if I was home, I would have longed this, and I had that thought. I'm like, dang it. But I also was thinking right after that it's a good thing that I'm taking care of my health. Money isn't everything, and I'm always gonna, be able to make another buck as long as I'm alive and healthy. So
Hmm. Health is wealth.
health is wealth, like Mason says, health, wealth, and stealth or something. I don't know. Yeah, so I got my protein. My protein Nesquik. It's probably not very freaking healthy, but so yeah. Thanks for jumping in, EC. I was just ranting and raving, you
All
know,
right.
about the market. And what are you thinking? Are you feeling like the shit we've been talking about is happening and it's a good thing? Or are you feeling like the shit that's going on and happening is, and like, do you have a good feeling like, yeah, it's finally here, but there's also like a melancholy of fuck, you know?
I think it. I think it's just a. I think it's going to be like a small pump, and it really is just playing mind games with us. Whether the fact if it is the one. And the,
Yeah.
I think the best advice I ever gotten to do that was that, if you're gonna have the moon bag, keep it as a moon bag, and the rest, just take advantage with profits when you can. You know, but I
Yeah.
figure
GD.
that most people are just riding die with their just like their whole investment has being a moon bag. Not gonna work out for them, and as a matter of fact, it's wasted opportunities that you can just to reap in profits, especially at this very moment. If it's a small pump and it goes back down again, that would have been a great time to increase your bags as opposed. Here we go, Tiger
Yeah.
Man, and with the
What are
Masonic
you
kick.
showing us? Let's watch the full here. Let's put you on the full layout. Do 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 do. We got GDLT in the motherfucking house.
What is he doing?
What are we looking at, dude? Did you get a new spot to chill, or are you at the
He's filming.
studio?
He's filming the
He's on the
HGT.
set.
HGTV. Yeah,
Nice.
nice man.
Yeah, cool. That was nice of him to jump in
Yep.
and get the shot out. Yeah, everyone knows GDLT. Like, he's OG.
Yep.
Man has got like a crypto brain, it's like all these different red coins, you know. When the market's red, he knows the ones to get, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So yeah, man, I appreciate everyone tuning in here. And EC, thanks for jumping in and being co-host. We're gonna try to just mess around and go through some Twitter articles for something to just giggle at. You guys see any of this crazy stuff with Biden? I mean, let me see if I can pull that up. That's kind of
Uh,
something's going on with the Celtics right now. Oh wait, that was 20
that's
hours
great.
ago. Do you know what that was?
Yeah. So that's very intriguing because you have two teams that were running with a younger crew and they're not doing so well. First, it was the Milwaukee Bucks that won the championship. Then you have the Boston Celtics at the NBA Finals, and they were seen to be like they're used as sacrificial, you know, pawns for someone else's own positioning. And another thing that I noticed on the sports world, which is very peculiar, because just happening to watching a ball game, and
Yeah.
Kanye West was watching my baseball team. And everyone thought it was random because he was watching, and he posted an Instagram post story of a sausage race. They have, and this was the Milwaukee Brewers have this little game with put five like sausage mascots doing a race, and he posted the one that with which was a Polish kebab right here. which got my attention. Why would he post something like that? And I just became engrossed with the color scheme, which was red and blue. Ironically enough,
Okay.
that yes, ironically enough, with the opening of football season with the Queen's death, you had the Rams versus the Bills
What's the significance of the red and blue? Can you like elaborate
because
on that?
because there's one red and blue scheme in a coat of arms, which is the House of Guelphs. Or
Oh, so the different coats of arms. That's what you're referring to?
yes, the coat of arms that are used
Yeah.
interchangeably in the medieval times and Renaissance period, but there's a how nobilities that actually matter because they're the ones that are pretty much are still existent, but under different houses. They infiltrated and intermarried these houses, which is one of them is the House of Wealth, also known as the House of
Oh,
Guelphs. Yeah, if you look at the coat of arms, it's three lions. On the left side, you have a blue and yellow lion, and the right side red and blue lion.
okay. Yeah,
Now the
my
behind
coat
that.
of arms. I'm sorry, you're breaking up a little bit, EC. Go ahead.
All right. So can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. So just this overall the significance that we start to see certain symbologies, especially the use of their when they select is what they do in medieval times as well. That they will select instead of gladiators, they select knights to represent the nobility to fight for them in these contests and duels, and they will wear these color schemes to indicate to where which the knight is hailing from, under which house and which dominion.
Interesting.
Yeah, it always
So,
harks back to your call with the Rams as well earlier this year with the with the Rams winning and the whole like performance behind them, especially taking the knee. You know.
yeah, well, it's interesting stuff. I
Yeah.
wonder if I thought like whenever I hear red blue, I think of like red shift, blue shift, and all this type of stuff tying into that. And then the patterns, it's always red, white, and blue in those, coat of arms. I looked into my family's history and coat of arms. I got like a blue shield or whatever. I forget. Like, I don't know which, I can't remember. I looked into all of them. I know like the Hitchcock one has got, I just doxed myself, but whatever. Everyone on here knows me, anyways. Uh, but yeah, it's like a lion or something. I don't know, an alligator on one of them, and then on my mom's side, I know there's one with like a hog. So yeah, it was interesting. Like my family like was kind of into that when I was a kid, so I kind of got into it, but
Yeah.
for a little bit, it's kind of interesting. I feel sorry for some people that can't really trace. They can't trace their family. So far back just because of slavery and other shit. Like a lot of people got lost bloodlines, and stories that didn't get told. You know.
Everything gets recorded through oral tradition.
Uh-huh.
And the issue with oral tradition is that it tends to register itself between myth and legends and folklore. But nevertheless, it's integral. So, and was part of which that's why they tried to bring out these pop culture films with the bastardization of those folklores and myths and legends so that people would forget and become attached to that instead. Almost
Oh.
the same way that, they co-opted, Christianity and multiple religions through scripture because they based upon certain scriptures, but then there were competing gospels come across. Then when it came with the printing press, became publication. So they had to make sure a particular version or that was canonized that people will be more or less referred to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we got to pull it back a little bit. The question was, you know, what are you thinking about what's going on in the world? We're going to profit off this. Is this going to be a good thing? Are we going to be like, fuck, you know,
I
rich
say
as hell,
people.
but feel bad? Like, that's more of what my question is. Like,
Okay, so If you know the fixes
Probably
in,
not. Most people that care a lot about money don't give a shit. But I feel like the XRP, like when I went to the Apex and I met people, I feel like there's a definite like trying to actually change this fucked up banking system. And like a lot of this negative stuff is to me like I don't know if it's all going to be that way, but
the re- the re- try not. I try to be. I'll try to be concise with that. I think it's just that we have to learn more about how banking is truly done, because that's part of it. If we are speaking from our own experience and living through it through this wealth, we have to come across these questions like pretty much they had to do as well. It's like how we're going to keep most of this wealth, because through this wealth we can continue doing the projects and agendas that we want to keep going through doing. This
mhm.
happens for hundreds and hundreds of years, and it's like kind of clockwork to them. It's only till now, which I did mention to a friend that about the stipulation with people who wanted to keep cash going, kind of forget the fact that cash they're using is still Federal Reserve banknotes. You don't have the authority or power to print your own cash.
Mhm.
Get so, but then
So
when
if you
we're
own
given,
XRP, everything's
yeah,
being built on. This is what I was telling my dad today.
yeah,
Everything's being built on top of these technology. If you don't own them, you're not in the bit. We're gonna if we hold them, we're gonna be in businesses. Like people are gonna like, yo, I got a great idea. We can make money. I just don't have the XR, or whatever it is to run the back end for their project. You know.
true. And largely that these cryptocurrencies are are decentralized to a degree because they're not owned by directly or controlled by the Federal Bank reserve systems, or even that's what they're trying to make out of their opportunity is to create a global reserve system through the digitalization of currency. That's which is the cryptocurrency.
Hmm.
But that behooves to us to understand that if we are holders of XRP, and we put it on a different ledger, that's going to be an issue to them because they need something that keeps remains within their blockchain within the ledgers. But if we're operating outside of that because it's private, which that comes to amateur law, commercial law, they can't do not much about it other than try to scare us into like they scared people to turning into the American Eagle, so the gold, the original gold coins that people used to
Right.
transact them. They scared
It's
them
kind
back
of
into.
hard to do that with crypto. We can take off with a sentence, a couple paragraphs memorized in our head, and then go somewhere else and set up shop.
Mhm, exactly. And and the knowledge we come with, or we the knowledge that we have, it's not going to go away. The genie's out of the fucking bottle. So I
Yeah,
think
we're
that
just
people,
making
if
build.
people are formed enough and put into practice, they're going to stay ahead. And for us that we are trying to make a change, something is like just hold on to it. What is exactly that what you want to help out with, and
I
what
am
are you
crypto.
going to, yeah, yes, through crypto, what are your investments going to be? And you don't really have to say it out loud, but you have to make sure exactly what you want to do, and
Okay, I'm gonna
also that.
jump in. I'm gonna jump in real quick, EC. I have to
Mhm.
use the real quick because I'm the host of the show. So I really prefer. Basically, people don't interrupt people. If someone asks someone a question, let that person answer. I don't know if I rambled on about this or it was the one that was not through. But and also just be get through it. You know what I mean? Be conscious of that too. How much time we're speaking. So
All right.
uh, you're keeping the show running though, EC. I appreciate you tuning in, hopping in the live stream.
Yeah.
We got I am crypto. I'm going to let you continue. I just wanted to jump in real quick and say this is kind of what we were thinking. Only he took it to another level. Like there's going to be small banks that want to use it because then they can charge people to ship money. You know.
Mhm. There's a book I wanted to get. It was like, what would the Rockefellers do? And it put essentially that they open up a bank and trust, which may be what what might walk ourselves into. Albeit, it's like, for example, like Flair or Sonberg would try to do that for us or try to do something that through that venture, but ultimately, that's the end game. It's to learn how do we bank. If when we learn how to bank, and how to lend out money and collect interest on top of that, or at least to say how to grow, grow people out through that money. That's that's going to be it. That's the
Yeah.
way I see it. Yeah, we would be the bank.
Yeah, Sean,
We,
you jumped in, bro, and I could hear like you were driving. It was like way louder than even EC talking. I don't know how to freaking turn it down. You can jump back in and just mute your mic and then unmute it when you talk, bro. So yeah,
hmm
yeah, I didn't mean to. I was like just trying to like fix his volume and then put him back in.
Yeah.
But we got Bird Dog in the house. Appreciate you for tuning in, Bird Dog. Ani, the
hmm
whole Blue Crew is in here. We know the same people watch us. We're like our own little group of family.
Yep.
And but we're gonna grow, people are gonna come into the inner circle. Like this guy here, Nerdy Panda, he's been actually jumping in from like the beginning of this Berserker channel.
hmm
And all these other guys in here, they're all freaking OGs from, you know, back in
Yep.
the day. If I've been seeing these guys, all these guys in the chats on like on the chain, and Bullzilla and all that. So the people watching are cheering for us, and keeping us on our toes, and
Yes.
we appreciate that. I appreciate that, and we're sharing things that are not financial advice, but you know,
hmm
at the end of the day, you guys know the DYOR. So yeah, what were you? I was thinking about talking about this China thing, maybe pulling up a story. I didn't hear, but somebody said something about Xi Jinping is like missing or didn't go to some meeting, and they're talking about some people think it's a coup, and I also heard something about getting ready to set up this event that everyone's always been talking about with crypto, this Three Gorges Dam or something, another dam, because the bad guys are using Bitcoin mining there. And uh, it's
Yeah.
interesting because it's all on the blockchain, it's all trackable and traceable. But if you're fighting a real behind the scenes war, uh, maybe we're seeing the outcome of that war right now in the markets and who's winning. That's what I'm trying to bring to this.
Yeah.
Not that these guys are all freaking lizards and all that, although I'm not to say I don't know that there couldn't be some type of Draco reptilians or whatever. Like it's all throughout the ancient history. There's the statues. There's all that, right? Like everyone here knows they've probably seen these types of shows on like history channels and shit. So there's
What?
something to it. But as far as what I'm trying to do is stop all that old crap. We're flipping the script. We're flipping the switch. These guys are dying, and that's all I'm thinking in my head. Everything that I think that comes out, I just go, ha, 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 bye. See you later. Like I'm trying to manifest this world into like a better place.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
through this technology, I think we can do that, and we can bring peace back, and we can get, like we're attacking them right where it fucking hurts at the money, you know?
Yeah. What if What if these entities, okay, that have been laundering money through NGOs, and part of which multiple countries is tax dollars, is going into the crypto market? That just came across my mind. We could explain why we have these small pumps now and then, or particularly these whales come in and start scooping, hoping as a amounts of coins, like
I'm not hip
almost,
to the lingo, EC. What does dake mean?
huh?
What does dake mean? DAKE.
I have no
Zeno,
idea.
maybe it's a typo. I think it means old news. Well, yeah, I mean, come on, man. I mean, I don't pay attention to news. I said that at the beginning. Come on in and just jazz about it.
hmm
You know?
Yeah.
Come on in here, Zeno. I know you can freaking entertain everybody. You got a lot of cool things to talk about. you know. And you and EC go back and forth. We all go back and forth. That's another reason why I made this freaking Saturday night thing. Who knows if it's going to be a regular thing? I just wanted to do it because we were all bull crapping, you know, and I thought everyone would probably tune in. So, oh, Dake is fake. It's fake news. Okay, fake news.
Fake news. Okay.
Fake news. Yeah. There's a lot of that going around. Like I was, someone sent me this picture of a cop. This girl was arrested. And the cop car, the SUV, was stuck on the railroad tracks or stopped. I was like, what the heck's going on? It wasn't even stuck it just looked like it was sitting there and they were talking to the girl. Then a train starts coming. She's sitting in there. They take off and they're like, the suspect was still in the car. And I'm like, dude, is that even real? Like it was a real train and a real car, but was there really a person in there?
Mm-hmm.
Or was it another story to like get people riled up against the police? Just get as much people riled up as they can at all angles for as much civil unrest.
Well, in every
Definitely has
facet,
been going on. I mean, something crazy was supposed to happen today, wasn't it? Like the 24th, and nothing
possibly,
happened, right?
possibly, but they always try to get
Still
every facet. Yeah, they always try to get every facet of people to grab their attention. Like this is a notorious one. There are outlets in Telegram and social media that keep an eye on the war in Ukraine, and they could never substantiate their claims. So what it got to me to thinking that so nobody knows because there's no uniformity behind who is the enemy combatants because practically they all speak a very similar language, Russians and Ukrainians. They don't.
Yeah.
They're very inconsistent with the uniforms of who they're firing at, and what they say about that's the enemy missile or whatnot is just like, who? I don't. To me, that's my honest take about that. It's like I have no idea who's who, but honestly, that's the whole point of it is to get people sucked into it, throw money and resources at it, and bodies at it.
Hey!
Hey!
What's up, you scallywags? What's going on, everyone?
What you thinking, man?
Hey, what's up?
Doing?
Your name is inappropriate, EC. Your name is inappropriate, you son of a biscuit maker.
No, it's the Holy See.
You son of a motherless goat. What's poppin', everyone?
Hey, man, thanks for jumping in.
Fuck yeah, dude. I wouldn't miss it for the world. So just so you know, guys, Saturday nights are E4 show. It's a safe space. I feel very safe.
Dude, I messed up the whole intro, bro. I'm going to have to get with you to learn.
Oh, no, you're going to perfect the shit out of this one.
Hey, Berserker.
Yeah, I got to go to work. What?
Where's number one? Where's Berserker?
Number one? Number one is E4, bro. I'm number 2.
Wait a minute.
What?
So you're number 2. So what?
I'm Berserker 2 right now. I'm Berserker 2.
You're Berserker
E4's
2.
number 1 right now.
No, he's E4. He's number 4.
Right on.
Right? 888, 888, rocking.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I just wanted to stop in and say hi. Yeah, Saturday nights, everyone. Safe space with E4. Let's go.
Yeah.
By the way, I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, okay?
All right. Coffee time, man. Cheers.
Yeah. Have a good night, guys.
Thanks, Berserker. Heck yeah, that was